So you're building a career in safety, and you've hit that big fork in the road. OSHA 30 or NEBOSH? And look, this isn't just about a piece of paper. This is about your career path, your opportunities, and let's be real, it's about your paycheck. Yeah, this is the big one, right? Which of these is going to put more money in your pocket? Which one gets you hired faster? The answer, well, it might actually surprise you because it's not really about one being better than the other. And that's exactly why we're doing this explainer. We are cutting through all the noise to give you a straight-up guide based on what employers actually want and what they are willing to pay for. No fluff, just the facts you need. Okay, so before we can talk about money, we have to start with the most basic question. What are these things really? And trust me, getting this first part wrong is a super common mistake, one that can seriously slow down your career. All right, first up, OSHA 30. Now, listen closely to these words. It's a training program. That's the key. OSHA 30 is not a professional certification. It's an awareness course from the US government that proves you've sat through 30 hours of training on American safety rules. Think of it like a permit or a ticket that gets you on the job site. Now, NEBOSH, that's a whole different beast. This is a UK-based, but globally recognized professional qualification. See the difference? It's not just about awareness. It's about learning and then being tested on the core principles of safety management. It's designed to be the foundation for a professional career, and it's recognized in over 130 countries. Plus, they're always updating it with some big syllabus changes coming in 2026 to keep it totally relevant. And this chart right here just lays it all out. Look at the purpose. US hazard awareness for OSHA versus actual professional development for NEBOSH. The assessment is a huge giveaway, right? OSHA is basically about showing up. NEBOSH, you've got formal exams and a practical risk assessment project you have to pass. We're not comparing apples to apples here. They're built for completely different goals. Okay, so now that we're clear on what they are, we need to talk about the next critical piece of the puzzle. Where do you plan to work? And I'm not kidding, this is probably the single most important factor in your decision. If your career is in the United States, especially in a field like construction or manufacturing, then the OSHA 30 card is your golden ticket. For a ton of supervisory roles, think foremen, site managers, safety coordinators, it's not just nice to have, it's often a mandatory requirement. You literally might not get on site without it. It shows employers you speak the language of US safety. But if you've got your eyes set on the UK, Europe, the Middle East, or Asia, or you want to work for a big multinational company, the NEBOSH is the gold standard. In many places, the NEBOSH IGC, the International General Certificate, is the absolute minimum requirement for a professional safety job. You can think of it as your passport to a global career. All right, let's get to it. This is the moment you've been waiting for. We've defined them, we've placed them on the map. Now, let's talk about the money. Which one is actually going to lead to a bigger paycheck? And here it is, the big reveal, the main takeaway of this entire explainer. You're asking the wrong question. Salary isn't tied to the credential itself, it's tied to the job role that credential helps you get. Let me put it this way, OSHA 30 is the key that gets you in the door. NEBOSH is the blueprint for building the entire house. Shifting your mindset to this is what will make all the difference. So let's ground this with a real number. In the US, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported in May 2024 that the median salary for a safety specialist is almost $84,000. Median just means half the people in that job earn more and half earn less. This is our baseline, the salary of the role, not the entry-level ticket. Now, let's see how this actually plays out in the US. You might start as a safety specialist, making around that $80,000 mark. But as you climb the ladder to safety manager or even an EHS director, that's environment, health, and safety, you're looking at well into six figures. And OSHA 30 can help you land that first specialist job, for sure. But getting to these higher paying roles, that takes more qualifications and experience. Now, let's hop across the pond to the UK, and you'll see it's a very similar story. A health and safety officer, a common starting point for someone with a NEBOSH IGC, might start around 30 to 40,000 pounds sterling. But moving up to manager or director can push you to 70,000 or even 100,000 pounds. See the pattern? The credential gets you in the game. The role you grow into dictates your salary. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Industry leaders back this up. Christy Uden, the CEO of the Board of Certified Safety Professionals, says it's the verified knowledge and skills that really drive how much you're paid. An initial credential like OSHA 30 or NEBOSH is your first step. Your real earning potential comes from what you build on top of that foundation. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's get super practical. I'm gonna walk you through 3 really common career scenarios. Just see which one sounds the most like you and you'll have your answer. First up, if you are a construction worker, a foreman, or a supervisor working in the United States, this is an easy one. Get your OSHA 30. Full stop. It's the cost of entry, the baseline requirement that gets you on the job site and proves you know the fundamental US safety rules. Now for scenario 2. If you're starting your safety career in the UK, Europe, or in many parts of Asia and the Middle East, your path is just as clear. The NEBOSH International General Certificate, the IGC, is the industry standard. It's the qualification hiring managers are going to be looking for on your CV or your resume for an entry-level role like a health and safety officer. And for our third scenario, if you're dreaming of a career that could take you anywhere in the world, working for those huge multinational corporations in oil and gas, manufacturing, or tech, then NEBOSH is your passport. Its global recognition means your skills are portable, and that opens up a world of opportunities that a region-specific credential just can't match. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So to make sure this all sticks, I'm gonna boil it all down to a simple final cheat sheet. This should help you make your decision with total confidence. Here it is. At the end of the day, choose OSHA 30 for US compliance, where your main goal is getting access to a site, and choose NEBOSH for a global career where your goal is to achieve professional status. Honestly, it really is that simple. So it all comes down to you and your ambitions. Are you focused on supervising a crew in California, or are you aiming to be a safety director for a global energy company? Your answer to that question determines your path. Go ahead and drop a comment below. Let us know which one you're choosing and why. If you want to learn more about workplace safety and OSHA rules, subscribe to HSE Study.